floor microphones to you. Let's go ahead and start in the second row in the middle.
Yeah, Stetson, obviously that was obviously that was a record-setting effort, performance by you tonight. But just did you feel like that was in you guys all along? And can you just talk about you didn't give up a third down conversion, didn't miss one for the whole game?
Yeah. That's what I'm most proud of. The third downs. That's what we were harping on, third down and red zone. Just this whole offseason, and we executed. And when you got guys like him, you got an O-line when I have 4 seconds to throw the ball. You would hope that you have a quarterback that can throw the ball to guys, right? So, yeah. I think we did. We have confidence in ourselves and the preparation that we put into it to go out there and execute like that.
Okay, and the far back on the left, I think. Who's got the microphone?
Yes, Stetson. With Dan, obviously, you've been practicing against him for the last 3 or 4 years. How much of a level of comfort was there knowing kind of who they were personnel-wise and what they were going to do schematically?
Yeah, they did. We might play the same team 4 years in a row, so it's kind of similar. I guess when you practice against it, it helps a little more, but they had some stuff that we hadn't seen. Good coaches always do, but we played out our rules and we executed. So, I don't know if it was because he was there or whatever, but regardless, every player on offense, we'll have to go back and watch film and get better in areas, obviously, but for the most part, we executed. So.
Okay, on the right side on the aisle.
Yeah, Stetson, just from a start to finish standpoint, do you feel, where does that game rank for you personally as far as, is it games that you've quarterbacked? Is that one of maybe the best one?
Yeah, probably. Probably the best one I've played, yeah.
And why is that?
I'd say probably the off season, all the work, putting it in with these guys, year 3 in the offense. Again, having time and having the playmakers outside. So I think a combination of a lot of things.
All right, there's 2 questions on the aisle over there, and then we've got one on the front row right down here.
Hey, Stetson, can you speak to your comfort level with Coach Monken at this point and talk to the game planning on today and how he called it today? Yeah,
I thought he was aggressive. I thought we went quick. I think probably need to get in a little bit better shape for somebody. But me too. But I thought it was really well executed. Again, I think we were prepared and we were ready to go out there and execute.
Go ahead, on the left aisle.
Hey, Kenny, was this kind of efficiency something you guys were seeing all during camp? And just simple question, how much fun was it out there for you and the rest of the offense today?
It was real fun. Like you said, in the off season, we had a lot of training and getting to know each other. We had a lot of time to get connected with the players. A lot of young guys, teaching them the way, the standard in Georgia. So just going out there and being able to see the young kids go out there and get the opportunity to go out there and shine. It was a lot of fun. You always want to see, especially like little brothers go out there and be able to compete. So I think it was a lot of fun.
As a follow-up to that, you had well over 100 yards after the catch. Have you ever had a game like that? And how much fun is it to have more than 100 yards after the catch?
It's real fun because I love catching the ball. Not only running the ball, I love catching the ball out of the backfield. So I don't think I ever had a game like that, but to answer your question, it was real fun out there just to be able to run with the ball in my hand like a receiver and stuff like that. So real fun.
Okay, hold on a second. We have a question. Somebody got the mic over here? Yeah, go ahead, and then I'll come back to you, Seth.
Yeah, hey Stetson, could you sort of walk me through what was going through your mind on that touchdown pass to Ladd right before halftime?
Yeah, it was, it wasn't smart. I need to not do that, 1st and goal from the 1. But I knew that we had motioned Ladd over there, and obviously we had never hit him, but I knew, started scrambling, and I was trying to find him because I knew he was over there somewhere. And then found him and threw it, but it probably wasn't smart. I needed either ground it at him or run it or throw it to Brock or something front side, especially 1st down and 1. Don't do that, but it did work out.
Stetson, the number of times the ball was in the air today, how much of that is an indication of that's what we're going to see this year out of Georgia's offense? How much of it was just this particular play, the defense was giving you that, and it just happened that way during the game?
I think football is such a flow game. I mean, what's working, whenever I make a play in practice and Coach Monk's holding it, and I should have done something, but he always says, but I have the remote now, right? I can see it. Hindsight's always 20/20, right? It goes back and forth, and so, that it worked today, but who's to say that we don't run it 40 times next week, right? And that's what, the connection and the unselfishness for each and every position player on the team and O-line, that like whatever's working, it's about the team, right? It doesn't matter if we throw it 30 whatever times we threw it today or we run it 40 times, right? Whatever's working, however we're going to win that day is how we're going to win.
Okay, in the back, go ahead, and then we'll come back to the middle.
Kenny in the back, you've been here a long time.
Yes, sir.
You've made big plays, but you've never been the man like you were today. How did that feel?
I just thank God for giving me the opportunity to be in this position to be able to make those plays. Like you said, I've been waiting a long time, and I kind of seen how it's supposed to look, how it's supposed to. I think I had great examples. Like you said, I think this is RBU. This is RBU. You know what I'm saying? So all the great running backs in front of me, watching them be able to, like DeAndre Swift, to be able to watch them go out there and just compete at a high level each and every single week. So for my time to be here, I just, wanted to look kind of the same, you know what I'm saying? This is a standard here at Georgia, and I just want to, uphold the standard for the next guy.
Okay, question in the third row, and then we'll come back to you in the back.
This is for both of you guys. Stetson, you said that you've never had a game like today. Kenny, you said the same thing. How much do you feel like this offense is not only taking a step forward today, it's a small sample size, but just in general, do you feel like you guys are headed in a really positive direction?
Yeah, I think, the first year that Monk was here was COVID, and that was weird for everybody, right? We couldn't be there in the summer to kind of get it. We're doing Zoom meetings, and it's hard to, you can't walk through and do all that stuff. So it's year 3 now, but kind of it's year 2, right, maybe. And we didn't lose that many guys. We lost several key guys, but not core of the offense. And, and the guys, like Kenny said, like the guys who did leave, they left great examples. Like, hey, I waited, right? I came, I performed whenever it was my turn. And now, like, hey, you sit behind me for a year, and then next year it's going to be your turn, right? And that's kind of like what the program that Coach Mark's building, right? It's about the program, right? And I think we understand that. And whenever you know that your brother next to you is thinking the same way you do, then you trust him, right? And you worry about your job, and you execute your job, and they execute their job, and it just is a domino effect.
Okay, 2 more questions. Go ahead there, and then in the back of the aisle. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, Stetson. How important is it for the offense, especially early in the season? Sometimes it takes the offense a little bit of time to get going, to come out and have a game like it had today.
I think it's more important to come out and play the next one. We had a good one. Yeah, exactly. It's over now, right? This game's on, over, and we've got next week's opponent. But I think our guys are really mature, and I think that we attack it like it is a business, like it is our job, because it is. And when you do it that way, and you go out and you know the little tiny things that you need to know to make a good offense, then you can be a good offense.
All right, last question. Go ahead, Allison.
Stetson, how did it feel to just start your season opener for the first time for the Bulldogs when you're national champion and it took you this long to do it? And also, how are you so good at blocking out that noise besides having the phone? Did it help this offseason knowing that you were going to be the starting quarterback the whole entire season to kind of have that extra confidence coming in this year?
Yeah. How did it feel starting the first after that? It felt good, didn't it? Felt good. Yeah, it's always good to go and to be the guy and the reps. Like I've said, throwing with the guys in all season. Working on choice routes, me and Kenny. Like just the little things that show up when you don't know when they're going to show up, but that's why you work, right? So yeah, it's pretty cool. But on to the next now, I guess.
All right, thank you. You can return to the locker room. Stand by. We've got a couple more players coming.